Hi, beautiful people. Hope you guys are doing well. I came across a clip of BRI, Gypsy Rose's spokeswoman, and can I say she is quite the gem. How does one defend someone like Gypsy so hard in one breath, saying what she did was wrong, but also denying the facts of the situation, if that makes sense? Then goes on to try put people in check for what she herself is doing. Before I show you the clip, all credit goes to LATI on TikTok. She posted this and her handle will be listed in the description box if you would like to go and follow her.
I am so embarrassed that this is the society that we live in. Listen to what you just said. I can't believe you're comparing these horrible abused men who have been behind bars 30 plus years to Gypsy. Be so for real. She came out searching for fame and early. Okay, so, for one, did you really listen to my post? I do support them, from what I know, because I'm gonna go and educate myself. Unlike some of you, y'all are just gonna go off of TikTok videos and that Netflix show. No, I'm gonna go actually watch the trial and get educated so I know facts. Another thing, you're saying she came out searching for fame. What do you mean? No, sweetheart. She came out already known. She came out already infamous. Just like they will. Just like they will. Do you not understand that if they were to get social media, they would build a platform just as big as Gypsy's? Because in case you forgot, before Gypsy was released, people were acting the same exact way. That poor, abused girl, she deserves to be out of prison. She should have never gone to prison. She was just doing what she felt like she needed to do. She was abused. Blah, blah, blah. The same shit y'all are doing now. And it's not that I don't agree that they were abused. What I don't agree with is how society will build up people like this only for them to come out of prison and then tear them the hell down. Because that's what y'all do. You must be missing the point. Because guess what? Unlike the Menendez brothers, Gypsy actually has tangible evidence that proves that she was abused. Now, again, because I know some of y'all cannot understand and comprehend clearly, I'm not saying they weren't abused. But what they have is what other people are testifying that they have told them. Gypsy also has that. She also told people that she was being treated like this by her mother. They didn't do anything, though. So she has that, just like them, plus she has tangible evidence that proves that she was abused that y'all seem to disregard. Another thing, I love how you say, don't compare them. Y'all compare them every day when you say, why aren't they free? They should be free because Gypsy's free. You know what that's called? A comparison. Y'all are so ignorant that y'all are missing the whole point of my post. And the point of it is that hopefully y'all don't treat these men like y'all treated Gypsy when she got out. Because guess what? No, Gypsy didn't search for fame. Gypsy came out with a platform. Gypsy came out with people waiting outside the prison to see her. Gypsy came out with cameras all around, waiting to watch her every move, just like they will when they come out. That's what you are missing. And all it takes is for a few people on TikTok to go digging through their trials and digging through their case files and be like, ooh, look at this. I don't think they were abused, or I think this, or I think that. And guess what? All it takes is for that to become the popular opinion overnight. And guess what? You'll be right over there, just like you're right over there right now with Gypsy. Y'all always do the same shit over and over. It's nothing new. This is society. It's a societal issue. Society as a whole is unable to think for themselves. They would rather follow the masses. That may be you, but it's not me. I'd rather get educated on a case before I just assume these people need to be free. These people are abused. And I'm not saying they weren't, but I, unlike most of you, am going to go get educated. That way, if they were to be released, when the people start turning on them, I can do the same thing for them that I did for Gypsy. Stand up for them. Oh, and a few more little things that you want to keep in mind. You're saying they started 30 plus years, there were 2 victims. Double Gypsy sentence, which was 10 years, there have been 20 years, that's 10 more. They also committed the crime themselves. Gypsy was in the bathroom while it was happening. Again, I'm not saying that they're so much worse than her or not. What I'm saying is you have to look at all the facts. That's something that y'all do not enjoy doing. That was the point of my video. Y'all will go right along with whatever trend is happening rather than look at facts. As much as y'all will deny this, it's true. Accept it. Y'all do this with everyone and everything. I mean, those who follow the masses anyway, and that's not me. I follow facts, because guess what? Facts before feelings all the time. That's how it should be. Learn it, live by it. You wouldn't be a part of the issue if you did that. And in case you haven't noticed, Gypsy rarely gets on social media anymore. You wonder why? Because she can care the fuck less about fame. All y'all do is tear her down. Why the fuck would she want to be famous? Why the hell would she want to put herself out there? She does the bare minimum. She rarely goes live. She rarely posts anymore. And go check out her posts. Hardly any of them are monetized. Y'all think y'all know Gypsy, but you don't. But here's the thing, y'all think y'all know her because y'all follow the popular opinion. Whatever that is, that's what y'all are going with. Again, that's not me. So go back to the post, listen to it again, and understand it, because no one's not supporting them. The whole point of that post is to hopefully spread the message that let's not do the same thing to these men that y'all did to Gypsy. Get it? Got it? Good. Goodbye.
Off the bat, BRI talks about facts, but BRI is the one that chooses to ignore all the facts about Gypsy Rose. And please tell me, what does she mean? Or where was she going with saying that Gypsy has tangible evidence of abuse, unlike the Menendez brothers? Please let me know your thoughts down below. BRI says she is so embarrassed that this is the society we live in. She shouldn't be embarrassed. She should be saddened, because this is exactly how I felt when I listened to her defend Gypsy Rose so hard, as if her life depended on it, and defended her by saying she was in the bathroom. Is that the best you could come up with, BRI? Is BRI truly trying to validate how Gypsy feels about herself? Because Gypsy says that she doesn't identify as a murderer. Is BRI really this ignorant? So what if she was in the bathroom, BRI? She planned her mother's demise for 2 years. She so desperately wanted her mother gone, and she knew that she had already tried herself twice before, and she was unsuccessful. So she manipulated an autistic man, Nicholas Goldejohn, to do it for her. And don't ever forget, Bri, the last Facebook post that Gypsy Rose made. That bitch is dead. The only thing you should be embarrassed about is yourself. If you are going to educate yourself about the Menendez brothers, maybe you should also re-educate yourself about Gypsy Rose. And this is coming from someone like me. I absolutely educated myself, not by watching documentaries, reality shows, but from the court records, court cases, interrogations, interviews Gypsy had done throughout the years in prison. I paid attention to her actions after she was released. She absolutely came out, maybe not searching, but wanting the attention and fame. She planned everything out the same way she planned her mum's demise, because that is what Gypsy Rose wants. And as per Ryan, Gypsy's soon-to-be ex-husband, what Gypsy wants, Gypsy gets. And Bri, you are enabling her. Gypsy had her social media up and running well before she was released. Gypsy and everybody around her planned for Gypsy to be famous. Do yourself a favor, Bri. Go and watch Christy on News Nation with Ashley Banfield. Christy accidentally confirms and states Gypsy wants to be an influencer. She wanted the fame. She is doing everything in her power to become famous. Gypsy feels that she is entitled to fame. The public doesn't owe Gypsy anything. Child services, the police department, the doctors, not even the public failed Gypsy. Her family failed her and continue to fail her by enabling her, and that includes you, Bri. And as for the Menendez brothers, we have no idea what they will do when and if they are released. But one thing I can say, through research, they have put in the work. They have worked on themselves. They are doing things to help others around them. They have utilized whatever resources that were accessible to them, and they put in the work, unlike Gypsy Rose, that refused the most important resource that would have helped her, which was available to her, and that was therapy. And she chose to turn it down. Not once, because Dr. Phil also offered to help her with therapy, and she turned that down too, because she didn't want change, in my opinion. She sat in prison for all those years and planned on how she could continue to deceive the public in hopes to continue being the victim and continue the grift she enjoyed with her mum. And Gypsy herself said her mum taught her how to lie so well. Look, I am a nobody, and Gypsy does not and will not affect me. But I was hoping she would have gotten the help she needed to overcome the wrong she was taught and make a good life for herself, and doing it the right way. She cannot even humble herself. She cannot even stay off social media because she claims that people are bullying her. She has and always will be about Gypsy Rose. She had the chance, the ability, and she continued to do what she was taught by her mom. The Menendez brothers have done things with what life they do have in prison and have been there for 35 years. And if and when they do come out, we do not know what they will do. It's a bit too premature for that. So for you to say they will do the same thing as Gypsy Rose, and that Gypsy Rose has tangible evidence, what tangible evidence? But I can tell you one thing, if they do have social media, they will have the ability, experience, and knowledge to advocate. Gypsy Rose got a sweet deal, and the timing was perfect for her. Unlike the Menendez brothers, and in my opinion, roles should have been reversed. Another thing, Bri, if you go back and you do your due diligence and proper research, Gypsy herself said it with her own mouth. Her mom was too overprotective. The same people that you have on your panel, like Christy, that knew that Gypsy could walk, didn't do a damn thing to help Gypsy then. Now, Christy is the mother that Gypsy always wanted. You want to talk about public disregarding stuff? Her own family disregarded her. They failed, in my opinion. The public doesn't owe Gypsy a damn thing. She has the ability now. And what is she doing? Continuing to lie, manipulate, and deceive. Nothing has changed with Gypsy Rose. She still wants things without putting in the work. She is still addicted to the attention. Bri, you seem to be the most ignorant of us all that chooses not to believe and falls for Gypsy Rose's lies, manipulation, fraud, and greed. You are the only one that is rallying the hardest for a murderer that cannot take accountability and shows zero remorse. Last but not least, do you really believe that Gypsy came out of prison, drove out of those gates because people were so interested in her? If that is so, you should absolutely be embarrassed about yourself. I can agree with you on one thing. People in our society, like you, suck. You cannot seem to think for yourself. You cannot seem to comprehend, acknowledge, or accept that she admitted that she orchestrated the demise of her mother. She manipulated Nick Godejohn to carry out the crime. And what did she end up getting? The sweetest deal. She wanted her mother out of the picture. She succeeded by fucking up an innocent man's life. She is a murderer that got a sweet deal, period. So, Bri, I suggest instead of researching the Menendez brothers, go back to the drawing board and do your due diligence, because people like you misinforming the young and vulnerable minds is absolutely unacceptable. So you guys, that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for taking the time out and watching this video. I appreciate each and every one of you. Have a fantastic rest of your evening. Please be safe out there. Be kind to one another. And don't forget, make good memories. Bye, guys.